Okay, I started recording. All right.
Okay, so this is what I have here. I have my epics,
Mm-hmm.
the gift feature, the media center,
Mm-hmm.
the prayer request, the e-store,
Mm-hmm.
resource center,
Mm-hmm.
and location.
Patient. Mm-hmm.
And under my gift feature, I have my user stories, which are the tithing, offering, Latin America project, Atlanta local community project, the building fund, and the Africa water project. Ignore the others.
Okay.
I'm gonna delete it.
I mean, if you want to exercise, you can keep it and then write stories on that, right? It's just going to be um a way to get you yourself aligned and grounded, right? You
Okay.
if you want to keep it, you can keep it. I'll let you keep it, and then you write stories for all this building fun and other things. It's just a way to, as the more that you do, the more that you're going to be good at what you're doing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. Sure.
Okay, so let me take a look at the prayer request quick. Come to prayer requests, Epic, and then
Yeah,
let's see
so
what you.
prayer requests, I've not done much
Okay,
because
so go into the
honestly,
Epic. So under each Epic, I don't see. Okay, so scroll up to the first Epic, which is the Give Epic. Let me see what you wrote as a description for the Give. Okay, so allow users to make payment to a certain preferred program. Okay, all right, that sounds good. Um, okay.
okay, so my other question is there a way to like move um from one, let's say I'm on this page, so when I go into say media center and I edit to see
No,
this,
can you repeat that one more time? Is there a way to move
okay,
from there?
so, like from one page to the other, from one screen to the other, without really having to go over the entire process. Like once I'm in this page, is there a way to go back to where I was? Or is it just this back arrow?
Yeah, I mean, you can always go back to the mega church. When you go to the mega church, I think you should be able to have your. So you know that we have projects over here. If you're looking
Mhm.
at the top, you see projects, mega church, MC2. So it shows you the path that you are on, right? So if you click on
Okay.
the mega church, it should be take you to the epic place, I think. Like, okay, so it will bring you back to the Kanban board, and
Mhm.
I mean, if you can click on your backlog, it will still take you there as
Yeah,
well.
I think the back. Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, so come to the prayer request, and let me take a look at what you've done for that. So let's go into the epic. Okay, so go ahead and put a detail in the prayer request.
I don't know why it didn't show though.
Allow members to be able to have the ability to request for prayer assistance, and then also sometimes okay, well, I made a title prayer request. We can repurpose it a little bit. We can repurpose the title to include maybe physical assistance or physical support, right? So sometimes it's not just prayer requests, but members could, reach out to the church if they need some physical or some support, from the church. They can do that as well. So let's repurpose that and not just make that epic just prayer request, but let's do it prayer request and support.
Welfare.
Yeah. So
Okay,
let's.
so if we do prayer requests and support, is that not two things in one? Or since it's an epic, we
Yeah,
okay
this
to
is
do
a,
that?
yeah, this is an epic. So Under
Okay.
the Epic, we can have a story for prayer request and a story for other support.
Okay.
Okay.
Epic is a large body of work, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Not report Benny's is
All right, other support. Okay.
I'm just looking for the right word. I don't want us to use the word other support, but I want us to use the right
Welfare.
word. What do you say?
Welfare.
Yeah, welfare will be the right word to use. Yeah, welfare support.
So I would say allow members to the ability to request for prayer assistance and other physical support.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So another thing is so okay, let me go back and save it here and then show you what I'm talking about.
So you will create. I want you to create stories in here for the things that we just for what we're talking about. So you create a story, yeah, for the welfare support and then prayer, requests. Somebody got a message in the chat box. Oh, okay.
So that'll be the only two stories that we have for the prayer and welfare support.
Yeah, that's gonna be the only two, unless maybe you have something extra you wanna, you know,
Yeah. Hello.
yeah.
The yesterday the criteria you gave, the requirements you gave,
Mhm.
we ended up having a story for biography and one for a type of specific prayer you'd want, then one for free range where you're able, if your prayer request doesn't fall in any of the preset determinants, you are allowed to say whatever it is you need the prayer for.
No,
Wouldn't all that
so
be under the
so
acceptance criteria
yeah, it's
for
gonna
the
be, but
prayer request?
yeah. So let me clarify that. So you will select from among the options in the drop down option, all right, and then you will still go ahead because that's not enough. We need more details on that, right? So that is where you will be asked to um, you know um, elaborate or maybe give us some more details about what you're asking for. So there's going to be like a free text field where now you would have to tell us exactly what you know you mean when you say you want this, maybe financial breakthrough. Tell us what you're looking for exactly. There.
Okay.
Yeah. So you will select from the among the options, all right? And then there's going to be a free text field where you actually, write as you want, to us.
So with this one year saying, is it going to be just another acceptance criteria?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Or we are going to create a text, then we describe this thing there?
No. So this is going to be under sort of criteria. So as you have the stories, you will you will have the given that you put in your name, first name, last name, address, phone number, and then number two, number three, select
Okay.
among the options and whatnot, and then number
Oh,
four, you
okay.
yeah.
I see. Okay. Understood. Well, I created stories for all of this. Thanks.
Say that again.
I didn't get it like that, so I created a story for all those.
Okay.
But then thanks for the clarification.
No problem.
Okay, so we'll come back here. I feel like that. Oh, we can. Oh, okay. And another question.
Uh-huh.
So when you, okay, let's say these ones that I put in there,
Mm-hmm.
because I put in the other one, I want the one that is really related to my project come up first before the other ones, the supplemental ones follow. So if I
Okay,
want
hold on,
the
hold on, hold on.
actual project,
Hold on. Which ones are your, supplemental ones, and which one
the
are your
supplement,
actual ones?
okay, so my actual stories are the Fighting Offering Latin America Project, Atlanta Local
Mhm.
Community Project Building Fund, and then the Africa Water Project. And
Okay.
the supplemental
So
ones are the special offerings. So I wanted to move the special offering down
yeah,
below the Africa
so
Water
it's
Project.
very simple. You can simply click and then drag it up. So
I
Africa Water Project, for
tried it.
instance. Yeah.
Why didn't it work yesterday? I tried it. I tried it so many times. Okay, thank you.
And I think when you right click as well, I think there's an option to move up. There's something should be over there when you right click. Let me see. Yeah, top of the backlog. So when you click top of the backlog, it will move
Okay.
up to the top of the backlog as well.
Where did it go?
So it went down. I think you said to the bottom or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So when you right click and say to the top, it will come to the top of the backlog.
To the top?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And you can also drag as well. You can also click and just drag, bring it up.
Okay.
Yes, questions, and let me clear all the doubts. Hopefully you guys are getting. So listen, guys, story writing, getting your epics, getting user stories. This is going to be like 60% to 70% of the things that you'll be doing all the time. Okay. So when you nail this one, actual work project is going to be easy, right? It's going to be so easy. I'm telling you. Um, Story writing, getting epics, user stories, refining the backlog, making sure your backlog is always healthy. You have stories for the team to work on. This is going to form almost about 60% of all the work that you're going to be doing, even more than that, right? Because I can easily, categorize or group the kind of work that you would do into maybe four categories. So, well, number one, stakeholder engagement. So you talk to stakeholder, have meetings, stakeholder will be giving you, what they're thinking about the product features. And then the number two, you have the responsibility or the duty to decompose these high level feature sets into epic user stories and whatnot. That's number two. So you're writing the stories. Number three, you also have a duty to, clarify issues, right? The first day I talk about is that you as a product owner or as a business analyst, you have a duty to, you have a duty as the single point of contact or the primary source of truth when it comes to product feature sets, right? So requirement. So you have a duty to clarify. You're going to be on meetings, daily stand-up meetings. Hopefully, you guys have not forgotten about your agile ceremonies. The daily stand-up meeting, scrum meeting. When they come on a call, they have issues. Some issues will go into parking lot item. You need to clarify to them. You need to, because you are product. You're like a mini product on a call, right? So that's like number three or number four. And then number 5, you're going to be leading grooming sessions and leading some of these meetings as well, facilitating some of these meetings. And then pretty much, that's it. This is all that you're going to be doing most of the time. But I can tell you that 60% of the time, you're going to be spending your time, you'll be spending your time on just writing stories and making sure that you have the right details in the stories. That's all you're going to be doing 60% of the time or even more.
Mm.
So when you get this right, that's it. You're done. You're almost there.
Oh, okay. Can I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
So you remember how when we put in the description, when you create the epic, I put this on the description, but then it comes up and then it states in the title.
So members will have the ability to purchase. Okay, so I'll have to look at how when you're writing this, it's coming out into the
Hello,
the header session. It's not supposed
hello,
to. I'm sorry. Say it again. Who is speaking?
Geoffrey.
Okay.
When you creating the epic, it's the summary where we put the definition that becomes the title. So I think the description, this one should go to the description, and the summary should be the intended heading.
Title. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then when that is done, so your summary becomes your heading now.
Okay, so let me be sure of exactly what you're saying, okay? So if I should go here and create a new epic, name, and then the summary should be the name
Yeah,
again.
you put your title, the
So let's say,
title as a summary. You put the
Yeah.
name of the
So basically, what is supposed to be done is that the name, epic name, and then the epic summary is all going to be the
the
same.
same,
Okay?
okay.
Yeah, epic name, epic summary is going to be the same. And then when you scroll down to the description, you can give a brief description about that epic. Yeah.
Okay, that one also works.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
So any question? I know you guys are also writing your stories. Do you have any challenge? Um,
Oh, okay, so location, I think that is one that I want to be clear about the user stories and the location.
mhm.
What we can put as stories and the location. Is it going to be um something like the zip code
So locations is
or location finder, location?
so like I said, there's going to be location finder where there's a functionality. So we will develop a functionality over there where you type in the zip code, it will let you know, yes, there is um, a church close by, or there is no matching results, right? So if there are no matching results, it will tell you that nothing found right in that zip code. So that means we don't have any church close to where you are, right? And then we'll have another story that will essentially just list out by state, city, and then the address of the locations that we have. Okay, you got it?
I got it.
Okay, yeah. So it's going to be
So
2 stories under that. Yes, go ahead.
yeah, so with the zip code, right? Is it gonna generate the result automatically, or you have to click
Yes.
search? Okay.
Yes. So usually when you type in the zip code and then you click on the search, button, it will populate and tell you, yes, this is the closest, local church in that zip code. So you can go and fellowship with them.
Sorry, I just want to walk me through a little bit of the prayer request epic.
Okay.
So when you click on the prayer request epic, it redirects you to a new page, right? Where you have your first and last name, everything there. And then on the same page, you have the drop down field where you have the prayer for breakthrough, global outreach. So those things are not epics, not stories, right?
No, so it's going to be like a form, okay? So
Okay.
I want to think about it this way, like a form. A form, you guys remember, I think one of our sessions, I show you guys like a registration form, okay? So I've forgotten the exact session, but one of those days, I think I did some registration form with you guys. So there's going to be first name, last name, your address, the phone number, email, and then on the same form, we're going to have a field that will have a drop down arrow, right? And say it will have something maybe at the forefront that will say select something. So when you click on that drop down arrow, that is where you will see all the things that I mentioned, right? The prayer for this, prayer for that, prayer for that, those options over there. So you just have to select one of those options and then keep going still on the form. So while you're still on the form, you select that option. It could be A, B, C, or whatever the options might be. Yesterday I talked about this, right? So you will select that and then keep going. And the next one is going to be a text field where you can type in your message. It's like writing a letter to us, right? Now tell us your story. The message area is going to be a message area. So you go ahead, type in all the things that you want to say, and after that, it's going to be a submit button. You submit the whole thing. Clear enough?
So are we supposed to add a text field to the story?
No.
Or is it supposed to be an acceptance criteria under the prayer request?
Yeah, so
Okay.
hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, stop sharing your screen. Let me see if I can pull up a Word document and then just do like a simple design for this form. I'm trying to see. Okay.
Okay, so when you are done with that, I have a quick question on
Okay, go ahead and ask a question whilst I'm doing this because our time is already running. So.
Okay, so the e-store, you said that is where we are going to sell the artwork, church logoed items, the sermons, self-sermons, audio teachings, and conference, and where we can advertise. I'll put our conferences on there for people to go sign up and attend, right? So with that, what is the user story going to be? Is it going to be the artwork, audio teachings, conferences, and all that, or I was a bit lost on there?
Okay. Okay, you were saying that on the e-store and what happened?
Okay, so on the e-store, you said that this is where we are going to sell our previous sermons, audio teachings, and then we are just going to put on there conferences, upcoming conferences that people can attend. And then we are going to
No. We're not going to put over the conference that people attend. We'll just have series of videotapes from previous conference. Okay. Yeah, so it's just like a conference material, like audio tapes from some of the speakers, right? So if last year we had a word conference or whatever power conference, whatever that it is, some of the audio tapes in that whole pack, it's just my way of saying that videotapes, audio tapes are going to be sold, right?
Okay. Okay. And then the church logo item, artwork, magazines, and all other things. So my question is here, are the user stories going to be, let's say the first one, audio and video sermon, audio and video sermons of previous conferences and services? And then can the artwork also be another user story, or is there a container that we can put them all in?
So yeah, so we will have something like a category of product for sale, right? Just like when you go on to Amazon, you go on to eBay, we have clothing, shoes, different type of product, right? So we have different categories listed over there. So we have books, audio tapes, video tapes, caps, t-shirts, other things like that. So users can simply filter by the categories of product that we have for sale, or they can also filter by so they can filter by the category of items, or they can simply see you can simply scroll through the number of items that is there. It's just going to be random items, but if you want a more organized way to get to what you want, you can use the filter to search what you want, right?
Okay.
um,
So then what becomes the user story?
So the user story is going to be the category of items that we have for sale. So if videotape, there's going to be videotapes, category, like a story for that. If it's audio,
Okay.
or I think I mentioned a couple of things. So we'll have stories for all the things that I mentioned yesterday.
Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to clarify.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow. Um, looking for the right shape for. Question whilst I'm doing this, because I don't want to waste time on just this one. So whilst you guys looking at this, you guys can be asking whatever question that you have as well. Question, is somebody speaking? All right. So, typically on the, prayer, request form, well, we will see something like this, right? We're going to see, first name, last name, and whatnot that members will have to fill. So here they can type in their first name, type in their last name, type in their address, the state. So we're going to have, something like the state, and then the zip code right here. So the typing address, and then they select the state. Of course, the state is going to be like a pre-populated thing, which is going to be another, some drop down symbol, just like I have over here for the select the type of prayer request, whatever. So there's going to be that over here where they'll select from the among the states over here, and then they enter the zip code as well manually, right? And then they come to email, type in your email, phone number, they type in their phone number as well in this field. And then they come over here. So this is where you guys are having challenge. So yesterday I mentioned a couple of things, the type of prayer request, right? So, can you guys tell me the type of prayer request that I said we're going to have?
Prayer for breakthrough.
Yeah, prayer for breakthrough.
Global opportunities.
Global opportunity. Okay.
Peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Healing.
Okay. All right.
Educational scholarship.
Educational scholarship. Okay. So when you click on this drop down arrow over here, this symbol, the triangle shape over here, there's going to be a drop down arrow, right? So when you click on it, immediately it will pull down. It will pull down and give you all these options, right? So when it gives you the option, what you do, you select one of the options. If it's global opportunity, if it's healing, you select that option, right? So when you select that option is going to show right here that you've selected that option, right? And then you come over here. When you get over here, you now type your message to us. What do you want us to hear? Right? So you start typing, I am, Kwajo, whatever, I live here, I'm struggling with this. I want the church to keep me in their prayer, keep me prayed up because of this. So you type in all the things that you want to say in this, text field. And then after that, there's going to be a submit button down here. Okay. So there's going to be like a submit. Okay. There's going to be like a submit button over here where, the members will click on this and then submit the form. Is it clear enough?
Yeah, it is clear enough. What my challenge was that as a PO, if you're writing to the dev guys to build it, right? Obviously, when it gets to select the prayer request, right? I mean, how are you going to put it in the wording? Like, I thought it was going to be a story where you will have all the story formats. You just make clarification. That's fine.
Okay. So this is exactly how it's going to look like. It's going to be like this. Prayer request. So if it's prayer for whatever, you type in the name, form, address, zip code, state, email, phone number, type of prayer request from the drop down, and then your message. You type in your message to us, and then you submit. Right. All right. We've already seen our time, so we'll take it from here tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow you guys are done with about 90% of your stories, right? Or your epics. You're done with your epics and you've committed almost about 90% of all the stories that need to be done for the epics is all done. So tomorrow, I'm going to inspect that. I want us to be done with this. Monday, we're taking a new project on the banking. So take it seriously and then make sure that you're finishing your stories by tomorrow, Friday, so that Monday, we start a new project and then we're making headway. All right. Thank you, guys, and have a wonderful day. Somebody got a question over here. Okay, I think I may have answered all these things already.